Every time a high-profile murder takes place, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations is quick to say that it is on top of the case, following crucial leads and closing in on the suspects.
And this is the way of shooting himself, and then definitely the entire spatter of either brand and brain, they were expecting to be somewhere here because that's the trajectory of the ammunition after it has been ejected from the firearm.
But as soon as the public starts forgetting and the cases grow cold, the DCI, the Department of Police charged with investigations, retreats to Kiambu Road, giving updates on small-time crimes on its social media pages. The high-end communication exercise has drawn the attention of international media houses who praised how the Directorate was working towards ensuring that it changed its perception as a fighter of crimes rather than killers.
And then we tried to bring all hypotheses, all theory to be fair, absolutely fair. That perhaps if it was suicide, then we rest it and we say, may he rest in peace. It was unfortunate. And then we start only asking for what could have led to himself killing himself, but could not have.
But beyond the well-oiled public communication campaign lies a number of unresolved, high-profile murders that have left families distraught, lonely and crying for justice for their slain next of kin. What quickly comes to mind are cold cases that relate to the murders of the late Kabete MP George Mushai and his two bodyguards, the IBC Director of ICT Chris Musando, Sergeant Kipyegon Keneth, an officer attached to the Office of the Deputy President, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation employee Betty Barasa, the Ongata Rongai 4, and recently Mohamed Bashir. But how did the murder cases go cold? Did it have to do with the sophisticated manner in which the executioners carried out their acts that left no trail, or the DCI had to grapple with low or poor capacity to investigate? None other than the retired Chief Justice David Maraga opined that the judiciary would always throw away weak cases in which the prosecution could not provide adequate evidence.
Please bring cases to court when you are ready. If we asked you to start the hearing the following day, depending on whether the accused will have been given an opportunity to prepare, you will be ready to proceed. But let me say this, we are not going to allow any of you to use the judiciary as your scapegoat. That one we will not. That one we will not. If you bring a hopeless case, we will say in our judgment why we are dismissing it. And the public will know where to place the blame.
So, such things, I can assure you, they usually do happen time to time. But if they recur again or we see it again, that is when we can always see there is a problem.
The question that remains to be addressed then, will the Kenyan DCI start nailing the perpetrators of high-profile murders, or the murderers will continue committing their nefarious acts, fully knowing that whatever comes, they will always remain unknown to the DCI? Only time will tell.